What is up, my aesthetic boys? After months, nay years, after years of tireless, restless searching, I have finally discovered the maddest lads on all of the internet. Chris is risen. Church sign proclaims Chris is risen. Hey yo, what's fucking good, boys? I'm elevated. I slept with a married and pregnant woman. Ask me anything. Why? Because she's my wife. Oh shit! He fucking did. Okay, I get it because it's his wife. It's not a. It sounds like a bad thing, but it's. Shit, actually, I think I broke my headphones when I threw those down there. Ask me a question, then edit your question to make me look like a dick. Go on your reprobates. Reprobates? Let's look this one up real quick. Okay, an unprincipled person, often used humorously or affectionately. I see what you did there, Reddit. Okay. Go on, you reprobates. Stick to no politics like good boys and girls. If you had a time machine, what would you go back and prevent? Oh, great question. Probably the advances in healthcare that have meant we are beating a lot of preventable diseases. What would you prefer? Equal pay for women or a 7-CD album of Daniel Craig sings show tunes? I'm not a big fan of them, so I suppose Daniel Craig. How old is too old for you? 15 or so. How do you think we should support vulnerable homeless youth? Probably get some sort of animal control out and get rid of them. Now, while these replies were fairly stellar, the original post is actually a landmine for these humorous edited replies, and if you want to see more of them, stick till the end. I'm gonna read a bunch more of them off, and I promise they're worth your time. What the fuck are you supposed to do when having happy birthday sung to you? Well, you pick one person to unflinchingly stare at and whisper the song back on a 1-second delay. Ooh, this is fun. This is a bit that I've been trying to do for a while, but finally, the perfect post. We're gonna do a POV segment, okay? This POV is you singing happy birthday to me while I stare at you unflinchingly and whisper the song back on a 1-second delay. Okay, ready? You start. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Fresh. Happy birthday to you. Ooh, a little r/shower thoughts. You cannot recite the digits of pi backwards. Ipfo stigidet. Yeah, I don't get it. My dad whistles a specific melody when he comes to refill the bird feeders. The birds have started singing it when they're empty. This bitch empty. Tweet. Have any of you heard of the Harvard MIT pigeon prank, though? An MIT student dressed in a black and white striped shirt went to the Harvard football stadium every day of one summer, blowing a whistle while scattering breadcrumbs or birdseed to coax neighborhood pigeons down onto the field. At Harvard's opening game of the season, upon the referee's first whistle, it said that hundreds of pigeons descended onto the field, causing a half-hour delay. Well, I hate to be that guy, but this probably didn't happen. Or at least there's no proof that it did happen. But as they say, absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. I did actually find something. An article from the Yale Daily News in 2005 describing how Yale can take a moral victory out of a football game by successfully pranking their Harvard rivals, though the author spends the large chunk of the piece describing legendary MIT pranks that Harvard maybe want to copy. The article, in fact, discusses the pigeon prank alongside a hidden inflating ball prank that MIT pulled during the game several decades ago, though that one is very real and very well documented, further shrouding the journalistic integrity of such an upstanding Yaley. No, really, that's apparently what they're called. Be it bad satire, bad research, or just a pretentious Yale undergrad desperate for a win, Harvard would go on to beat Yale for the 5th year running. Hopefully they kept that moral victory, though. Apparently the dude who started Netflix did so because he got a $40 late fee from Blockbuster and was pissed. Pettiness is the greatest motivation in the world. Yet in 1888, Almond Brown Stronger, an undertaker, noticed he was losing a lot of business to the other undertaker in his town. He found out that the other undertaker's wife was a telephone operator. When she intercepted people asking to be connected to Stronger's funeral home, the operator would route the call to her husband's funeral home instead. 3 years later, Stronger patented the automatic telephone exchange, a system which allowed telephone users to make calls without the need for human operators. He literally destroyed a whole workforce. Ah, man, well, I hate to be that guy. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, I guess the Netflix thing is kind of correct, or at least that's the story they tell. It's backed up, that's verified as much as it can be. And oh, the almond brown stronger switch shit, it's close enough. Wikipedia seems to think that's generally the case, and everyone knows Wikipedia can't lie, so we'll just run with it. LMAO! In my Zoom lecture, the prof asked if anyone had any questions, and one kid used the raise hand feature. Prof calls on him, and he has the nerve to say, "Oh, no, sorry, I was just stretching. It's a joke." It's a joke. We can move on. The cast of Big Brother in Germany doesn't know about COVID-19, and they're gonna tell them in a live TV special. I have to learn German by tomorrow. Yeah, they should tell them about it, then right away introduce a new housemaid. Oh, here's a picture of a seagull. It was in the folder with all the Reddit posts. I'm not sure why I put it there. Can't remember when I put it there, but it's here. Somehow it made it into the video. I'm in Home Depot. Where the hose at? The gardening section. Oh, thank you. Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised it hasn't gotten an award, though. People get awards for comments for no reason other than some people just have the money. Like, I can say McNuggets and get a gold. It's not that smart. I'm starting to ramble, but I seriously think this is a problem. Stop giving people awards for no reason. Do it because it's true, absolute beauty. This comment alone should not get an award. McNuggets. Gold. Oh, f*** you. Chivalry is dead? Oh yeah, well, explain this, then. May 19. This account is run by May's current boyfriend. I just want to find her a replacement before I break up with her. Can you get in trouble for driving over the white line all the way at a red light? Oh, hi Luke. It's an offense for any part of your vehicle to pass the white stop line if a traffic light has turned red. Thanks. Oh, no worries. That's what I figured. And it's a police van. Got him. See, it was a trap. It was laid out. They fell for it. What an absolute fucking mad lad. Zoom lets you custom set backgrounds, and I have a green screen and green shirt, so my coworkers have to deal with my shit for the next 2 months. Now, I'm not saying that there's a single stereotype of what a mad lad looks like, but yup, that's it. That's the single stereotype of what a mad lad looks like. Today I learned a 19-year-old man dove 85 feet into the ocean to wrestle an 80-pound octopus with a 9-foot diameter to the surface in a 25-minute epic battle in which he punched the octopus, subduing it after it turned red and lunged at him, tearing off his respirator. He drove it home, cooked it up, and ate it. This is the man you must fight at the gates of Valhalla to prove you're worthy of that mighty haul. It somehow gets crazier, though. This teenager trained for months. He staged fights in his parents' swimming pool to train for this epic match. He chose Halloween night for the final showdown, and it was for a school project. He could have chosen any seafood, but he decided on, in his own words, quote, "that big fucking octopus." Magnificent bastard. And then there's this picture of a dude holding an octopus. Is it the actual guy? Who fucking knows? I sure don't. Yeah, also y'all missed the part where he dragged it ashore and divers saw him, got upset, and sent some pretty rough stuff to his family. Then at the Washington Fish and Wildlife meeting, he showed up and was like, yeah, it should be protected, except that the giant Pacific octopus is nowhere near extinct and actually doing just fine. So not only did he wrestle, kill, and eat a giant octopus, he got it protected from hunting in several locations, even though the species doesn't need protecting. Fucking legendary indeed, and only a little bit confusing. So the only person they need protection from is this guy. Wait, what sort of school project requires you to wrestle sea life? Well, that's just how Washington is. To be clear, the school project was to, quote, draw something from nature. Nobody asked him to wrestle an octopus. Honestly, who gives a shit about fact-checking this absolute monstrosity of a, multi-paragraph post? I'm more concerned with the fact that this is a Tumblr thread that was posted to Reddit, but the Tumblr thread cites a Reddit post originally as the source of this information. Hi James, could you please remove the guy watering the plants in the background? Thank you. This is a nice picture. I don't really see why this needs to happen, but honestly, sure, what the heck. That made me chuckle. I didn't get the joke, sir. Private message. I will explain. I also didn't get the joke, sir. Google it. Oh, fucking Facebooked. r/. staged Asian gifs. I've run out of shit. This is dumb. Let's move on. My ex randomly hit me up telling me she was feeling lonely and wanted some company. No lie, I kinda missed her too, so I told her to come through. We hang for a bit, and then she went to the bathroom to freshen up. Next thing I know, this bitch gone, and I have no toilet paper. Welcome back to part 2 of jokes featuring this post. Social distancing. Happy Easter. Oh, Usain. Fuck a mad lad. This dude is just an absolute legend. No lie. What a caption. What an absolute caption. I've been waiting for the perfect time to change my Netflix password so my ex can't use it anymore, and honestly, it doesn't get much better than a national lockdown. Why does every cool cat account follow you? And a screenshot. What the fuck? Cool cat rocks. Probably more cool cats too. Well, this used to be a cool cat posting account, but then I switched to this as my main after I got suspended for tagging the official CIA account and telling them to, quote, gargle my nuts and cum. Honestly, Stevie, my editor, for those of you who don't know, don't censor that one. It deserves to be heard, and it deserves to be heard in its entirety. Diego the tortoise had so much sex, he saved his species. That's it. That's the tweet, and it's gonna do it for the video too. We're done with Mad Lads for quite a while. What was the strangest way you masturbated as a teen? Oh, I bought a Venus flytrap and let that do it for me. How many hamsters or gerbils are currently inside your anus? And what food do you usually pop up there to keep them going? Probably about 4, and honestly I have no idea. I think cabbage and carrots are a safe bet. How do you greet your mom? Now, favorite is dipshit. One I use most often is fucking prick. Who is your dream threesome with? Sloths. How would you go about looking after the elderly? Probably shoo them and aim a kick in their direction. Where is the most appropriate place to lay your dead baby to rest? Just bin it. Have you ever licked the inside of a toilet? What did it taste like? I have. Tangy, soft, and juicy. If you could shut down or ban any charity, which one would it be? Now, some sort of refugee charity, I think. How many jogs outside have you been on today? 7. What? What daily routine would make you think someone is an absolute cunt? Well, wake up in the morning next to the missus, coffee and a bit of music in bed with the window open. Go watch Sheffield United beat Wednesday 3-0 in the afternoon with a bunch of beers, then go watch Arctic Monkeys in the evening. But that's just my morning. Not sure about yours.